They told us that success would make us free. The good life, the corner office, the applause of strangers, all of it packaged as proof that we had finally escaped the weight of doubt. But here's the irony. The higher you climb, the more fragile you become, because every step upward is built on the fear of falling back down. We call it freedom, yet it chains us to endless comparison. We call it power, yet it drains our strength. Success doesn't end the chase. Success is the chase. And once you enter it, you realize you're not running towards something, but running away from the possibility of being ordinary. Think about it. When you were a child, success was measured in good grades and gold stars. Then it became getting into the right school, the right job, the right partner, the right house. And every time you reached the milestone, you thought the story was complete, until the silence after the victory revealed another demand, another target, another voice saying, "This is good, but it's not enough." The paradox is painful. Every achievement that should feel like a rival becomes proof that you're still not there. The finish line doesn't just move away from you. It was never real to begin with. It is a horizon designed to retreat as you walk, keeping you forever in motion, forever exhausted, forever convinced that the next step will be the last, when in truth there is no last step. There is no denying the moment of achievement feels intoxicating. The raise, the victory, the recognition. It strikes like lightning, electrifying the soul, convincing you, if only for a heartbeat, that you have finally touched the promised land. But here's the cruel trick. The very intensity of that feeling is what ensures its collapse. The brighter the firework, the faster it burns into smoke. Psychologists call it the arrival fallacy, but you don't need psychology to know the truth. Every one of us has felt it. The hollow morning after, when yesterday's triumph already feels like a memory you can't hold on to. Why does victory taste sweetest in the moment it begins to disappear? Why does the very thing that should bring peace open the door to deeper restlessness? The answer is simple and devastating. Because success is not built to satisfy you. It is built to keep you hungry. Just a little more. That phrase has built empires, destroyed families, and enslaved entire cultures without a single chain. It is the unspoken mantra behind every advertisement, every motivational speech, every comparison we make in silence when we measure our worth against someone else's highlight reel. The paradox is cruel. The more you have, the more you realize what you don't. We love stories of victory, but we rarely talk about what comes after. Ask the champion who holds the trophy and feels the hollowness of silence the next day. Ask the millionaire who stares at the ceiling at night, terrified of losing everything they thought they had finally secured. The paradox of success is this: the closer you are to winning, the more fragile you become. Because now you have something to lose. Failure hurts loudly, but success destroys quietly, from the inside. We see it in athletes who retire broken, in artists who can never top their masterpiece, in leaders whose crowns turn into cages. We call them successful, yet their eyes tell a different story. The story of people who have everything except peace. Here is the truth most people never say aloud. Success doesn't change you. It exposes you. If you were insecure before, success multiplies your insecurity because now the world is watching. If you were lonely before, success makes the loneliness louder because the applause cannot follow you home. Success is a mirror, and mirrors never lie. Some people see validation in that reflection. Others see emptiness, a hollowness they can no longer hide behind excuses. And the cruelest irony is that the mirror doesn't just reflect who you are. It magnifies it. Here is the irony at the heart of all ambition. If you never win, you feel like a failure. But if you do win, you discover that winning was never what you wanted. What you wanted was the feeling you thought winning would give you. And once you have it, you realize it was never there. This is why so many people, even after reaching the summit, feel the desperate need to climb again. Not because the summit was wrong, but because the summit was empty. The tragedy is not that success disappoints us once. The tragedy is that we keep forgetting it always will. And so we begin again, like gamblers chasing the same high that broke us last time, convinced that this time it will be different. So what do? Abandon ambition altogether, live without striving, pretend we don't care about achievement. Number. That is another illusion. Ambition is not the enemy. The enemy is definition. If success means endless accumulation, you will always lose, because the ladder has no top rung and the finish line does not exist. But if success means alignment with values, with love, with the quiet courage to be at peace with yourself, then you win the moment you decide to. Not fireworks that vanish, but a steady flame that warms. Not the applause of strangers, but the silence of a morning you do not regret. You've just been watching the Silent Climb Studio, a place where silence speaks louder than noise. If this message stayed with you, subscribe and leave your voice in the comments. Together, we're climbing toward clarity, step by step, in a world that often forgets to pause. See you in the next video.